Hello, and thank you for joining another episode of Sheen Talk Live. This is Kimberly Chapman, publisher.
And Sammy Hayes, editor-in-chief of Sheen Magazine.
We truly appreciate your support, and today we have Khleo Thomas. How are you today?
Very well. How about yourself?
Great. Did I say that? I like the way it's spelled.
Yes, you did.
That is so different. Like,
Yeah.
how did your mom come up with the spelling?
I took the KH out of my first name and the LEO out of my middle name, and it became that. I got tired of people trying to pronounce my given name, and they couldn't do it. So.
Oh, so now this is your stage name?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is your given name?
Khalid.
Khalid.
Oh, that's
Okay.
easy.
You say that, then when it's spelled, it's like.
Oh, the way it's spelled, yeah.
Yeah, it
I've
gets
seen
everybody.
some names. I used to teach school. Parents would spell their children's name in these weird ways.
Why?
Like Kakaloko, what is your name?
Why are you
Kilo.
giving this kid the shots? You don't get no chance. So yeah, no, I get it.
Okay, so then when did you change it to Khleo?
I changed my name to Khleo when I was in 6th grade. And
You did it?
I shocked my mom because my friends called the house and she was like, "Who the hell is Khleo?" And I was like,
Whoa,
I gotta
Mom.
tell mom about that. And she didn't, she didn't hate it. She didn't, knock it or anything.
Wow.
Wow. So now you actually went downtown.
No.
Okay.
I didn't
He
go
just
through all
started
that.
changing
You
his
didn't
name with
go-
his friends.
Okay, so
Exactly.
that's just this is what I prefer these days. People call me Khleo and not Khalid.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yes.
So your given name is your name.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh, so
Nice.
yummy.
But you made Khleo Thomas work, though,
I did.
Exactly.
as
I did.
an actor.
Yes.
So tell us just a little bit about some of the things you've done. Many people know you from Disney, the whole, but you've done so much more than that.
Yeah.
So tell us,
Especially this
how
year.
did you get into the industry of acting?
I told my parents at a very young age that I wanted to do it. I was watching TV and I instantly understood the fact that these people were telling stories. I instantly understood that this was a play.
How
in a
old were you
sense.
then?
I was 5.
5
living
years
in Germany.
old. You
Yeah.
understood that they were
Living
telling
in
stories.
We were living in Germany at the time, in Launchville, Germany. My dad was in the military, so
Wow.
it just instantly hit me what was happening on the TV screen. So when I told my mom this, she was shocked. And again, we're living in Germany at the time, so she had no clue on what to do with that information.
Right.
Until
right.
we did get a chance to come back to the States, and she asked me did I still want to pursue it, and I told her yes. And the story is what it's been since. To be able to start off with a great film like Friday After Next,
Right.
and then go on to a film like Holes with the character Zero still being so prominent still till today. The fact that it's a required reading book,
Right.
and it's shown on the film is shown in every single classroom. To be 12 years or 14 years removed now from that film, to have Shameless, to have Being Mary Jane, Bones, 90210, just a little bit longer. The resume has filled up quite a bit.
That's great.
We hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what is the joy of acting? Because it seems like you're just so laid back. You're 28 years old, but you seem very much so aware
Yeah.
of where you're going, as we call it, awoke. So what is the joy of acting?
The joy of it, it's something that I truly do get a kick out of. I get a chance to do things that I never thought I could, imagine doing. Like I do Walking Tall with The Rock, and I get a chance to ride a dirt bike. Like that was amazing to me. I do a show like House, and I get prosthetic makeup where you don't recognize me at all. I have a huge tumor on my face. Like these are all great things that come along with the journey, and I do feel that if you are talented and if you are destined for something, you got to put the work in. The energy has to be there. When you focus on it, it all comes to fruition.
Wow.
Yeah. To touch on your woke thing, I started a brand about 5 years ago called Slick Living, and I noticed that word was getting very overused, the woke word.
Yeah.
So I scratched it out and I put aware over it, and I put it on a T-shirt, and it sold out in like an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you put.
I put the
stretch
word
out.
woke, and then I scratched it out with red letters, similar to how his is there.
Yeah.
with the racism scratched out, but it's all red, and it put aware instead.
And what was the message? What were you really trying to communicate it to those who are?
I had
who see the
realized
show?
that this generation had used this word and almost diluted it for its actual meaning. People were using it now to almost talk down on you if you didn't immediately agree,
Right.
or if you weren't backing a certain narrative in which they were pushing.
Right.
So I got very, sick of people coming in my direction if I happen to disagree with a certain thing, talking about you're not woke this, woke, and then there's like super saiyan levels of wokeness. It's like you're woke. And I just had enough of it. And I said, okay, if you do it again, I'm going to drop a T-shirt and I'm going to scratch it out. And people's immediate reaction was, we want it. And that let me know that I was speaking from I wasn't just crazy. I was speaking from a place where there are people like me who see this happening and just don't agree with it.
Right.
So it's
You're
not meant to.
conscious.
It's not meant to separate the two at all.
Yeah.
It's mostly to say, like, please, just be aware. Don't say the word woke just to think that it's the thing to say because you're just following these social media accounts that happen to highlight only these things. Be aware of what's going on in the world.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
So
Nice.
be aware and woke.
And woke still, if you would like to. Yes.
Wow.
So what are we looking forward to with you in the coming future?
A film called Just a Little Bit Longer. That's on the way. I get a chance to return to music. 2 years ago, I sold out a tour in 13 cities by myself, so that's been a lot of fun.
Wow.
So the music is returning for that specific film. People have been asking for a mixtape for I don't know how long, and I don't think it's coming. I think I'll just stick to, dropping it for the project that's coming for the movie. My brand Slick Living has been, like I said, been going for 5 years now.
Nice.
We've expanded on it. We've went on a pop-up shop tour in 7 cities.
I gotta get me a shirt.
It's fun, man.
really do.
Yeah,
I like
enjoy
the
the
concept.
messages.
I
I
love
can't
enjoy
even
the
imagine you
concept.
coming in here without a T-shirt for us.
I mean, if I would have known, I would have brought the whole squad, hoodies and everything. So,
Oh wow.
and then Slick Living TV, I started a service that allows people to get a look for themselves. I think that's what it's about. You catch people online saying they want to do something, but they don't know how, or they don't have the eyes on it. They don't have the people to bring the awareness to them. So I started a Snapchat channel called Slick Living TV, and I allow people to take over this Snapchat profile that has over 10,000 people watching it for 24 hours. So that is your opportunity to put yourself out there, put your awareness out there for your brand, your music, your business, your message, whatever the case it may be.
I like it.
So you don't have to ask you as we get ready to wrap up because it's doing this sound right here.
Yes.
But there are always a lot of millennials as well as the Z generation that is coming up, and they're all trying to figure out how to get to where you are and do some of the things that you've done in your past. Any words of advice to that young actor that is sitting out there watching us today?
Be passionate. Be passionate. Don't take it for, don't just sit there and just think that, it may come or it may not. You have to be passionate about the things you care about.
Yeah.
You have to. I care about, my acting. I care about Slick Living. I care about the people who support Slick Living TV and getting ready to support the Werewolves podcast that I'm getting ready to start. So be
Werewolves.
passionate.
I like that.
A werewolf.
You always working. That's
Always.
one thing I hear constantly and consistently in your tone.
Yeah.
You working.
You have
You
to.
grinding. You're not sleeping.
No
such thing as
no
sleeping, is
such.
I
No.
love that.
So now, how can we get you on social media? Where can they find
You can follow me at Khleo Thomas on Instagram and Twitter, and the Snapchat is slick_living. It's a Slick Living TV Snapchat profile. You can make sure to sign up for the mailing list on slicklivingapparel.com, and get ready for the Werewolves podcast.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.